Hey guys, it's TechRain here, and welcome back to another testing video. Today, we'll be testing the Ryzen 5 96X with the new RTX 5060 8GB model. And we actually got ourselves the MSI version of the card, the Gaming Trio in White Edition, because surprisingly, a lot of the white GPUs on the market for budget GPUs are extremely cheap. They're even comparable to their normal black counterparts, and usually the white versions are around like $50 to $100 more. That was the case last generation for the 4 series. But surprisingly, that's not the case anymore. So I did an all white PC build. You can probably already see it. It's on the wall over there. $20 case off Amazon. That's technically a test bench, but I put 2 stud screws through it for £1,000, and it's working surprisingly really well. If you're interested in that video, I'll have a link down below. But we're gonna see how this actual CPU GPU combo actually does. I'm really curious to see how it does, so we're gonna jump right into the testing. And if you guys do have any games you want to see testing in the future, feel free to let me know in the comments. And for right now though, let's get into it. Okay, the first game we'll be testing with the 96X and also the RTX 5060 is Fortnite. And of course, we're gonna start off with performance mode on the lowest possible setting to get the most FPS possible with this CPU GPU combo. When I tested this during my video with the PC build, it did really good. So being able to test with this more is gonna be more fun because I have a little bit more actual time to work with this game. And then we'll try high setting. But if you do plan to play like competitive settings, this is where the GPU is gonna shine with the CPU. We're in the battle bus. We're hitting around on the battle bus over 700 to 1000 FPS. We love to see it, which is cool. Unfortunately, I was not able to get MSI Afterburner working properly because I want to be able to use that to see the GPU spec to see how it's performing. I'm just not able to get that, unfortunately, working. Get with us. Just imagine bro landing on a shotgun. That would have been like a terrible start. You know what I'm saying? So far, hitting over 400 FPS, nearing 500 at times, which is nice to see. The game feels pretty smooth too. A 1% lows are like in the 300 FPS range, which is kind of insane. Usually, if your 1% lows are really low, you'll feel like stuttering when you walk around. But that does not seem to be the case with this GPU. Of course, another kid like shooting me. Oh, that's a trap. Bro, trying to break my ankles. Feeling pretty smooth though. Been really big stutters. I'm gonna have like a separate video coming out comparing this GPU with the CPU combo, the 968X, 9060 XT 16GB. So far during my testing, I found that Fortnite does better for like more FPS with lower settings. Hello. Oh no. I'm dead. Yeah, I was expecting that to happen. I had like no HP for that. Well, the FPS I say was pretty good. We're averaging around near over 450, nearing 600 at times consistently. So now what we're gonna do is DirectX 12 on all high settings of unlimited FPS to see how much FPS we'll get with this actually GPU. It should be pretty good. I'm hoping for more than 120 FPS, but I don't think it's gonna be that good. Okay, we're on the battle bus now with high settings. We're getting around like on low 150 to high being 180. I would say 170 to be honest with you. When we start fighting, we'll definitely be way more noticeable compared to the what is it called, the performance mode. In the performance mode, we got so much FPS. It's actually insane. There's so many people. My little shotgun even have a gun? That's the real question. I have a big pot, but I'm not seeing a gun. Dude, I have a huntsman. Not particularly the weapon I would like. Yeah, he's just being creepy pasta. Bro. Where's bro going? That's not how this works, bro. Bro's trying to run away. Low on ammo. I got 4 shots. Oh. Ooh! Let's go. Let's go. Damn, bruh. Oh, he's all the way up there. I didn't see this kid. There's one kid on the bar in front of me. Still one other kid missing. Let's go! Third party for the win! Easy dub. As soon as Misi gave up fighting me, I was like, I have a better position than the third party of this. Next game we're testing is Apex Legends. Steam finally came back online, which is nice to see. And what we're gonna do is the lowest settings possible for Apex to see how much FPS we can possibly get. Then after, we'll switch it to high. I will say that having like near 300 FPS consistently at times makes the game feel very smooth, especially for this game Apex. Like the better FPS, the better. There's some games where you just want to have consistently over like 120. You know that gets mad, bro. Bro's like, oh no, they use my walls against me. Like some 25-foot, 3.5mm cables, which should give me more than enough distance. One jump on you. Knocked. Scanning on our right. Yeah, right in front. Evan, you can jump this kid. There's one kid by himself. On the wall. Right there, right there. Knocked. Taking shots here. Loading. Gotcha, bro. Gotcha. You're chilling. Dropped on you. Second floor. Go to the front door. Go to the top. Go to the second door. He's gonna break. His like, ult's gonna go away next second. Yo, teammate! He's by himself. He's low. Dude, just rest. He'll probably swing. Climbing. On your right. Kill him. Aw, damn. Nice try. GMAN, did you get a low taper? No, I did not. That was a good game, though. I will quickly say the Apex with low settings was like pretty much near 300 FPS the whole entire time. So the next thing we're going to do is test Apex Legends on all high settings, see how much FPS we actually get. My kid's one. I barely hit him.
45 seconds until ring close, mga kapatid. Reloading.
I'm good.
Downed an enemy. Recharging my shield. Great phase. Grenade. Look out. Ring's firing. Closing in 1 minute.
Are you serious, mate? Are you serious? That third party's insane. Is this the RTX 5060 8 gig? Yes, sir, it is. Milor. I'm hopefully saying your name right. I'm probably butchering this stuff. The next game we're testing is CSGO. I set everything to medium for the time being just to see the sweet spot and how the FPS is. Be curious to see how this actually performs. Of course, with this game I don't play too often anymore, so I'm like kind of being dogged on every time I spawn in. But right now we're hitting around 240 FPS plus, which is awesome. And we're doing pretty good. And of course, like every single time I do anything, there's always like a kid that spawns right behind me. My flex is pretty nice though, as they say. Only dilemma with this is that sometimes my oh my god, what is this? What is this? What is this? This is like, that's ridiculous. Okay, he's about, I thought, no shot, I was about to say 2 people spawn on me. The exact, no. Okay, so FPS is pretty good on medium settings. It's not really crazy. I was expecting a little bit more, but still 200 FPS consistently is pretty nice. It's almost peaks at 300 at times. Those 1% lows are really good though, because it feels super smooth. Especially like for flicking on someone. It's like awesome. Until I get reviewed in the head. Okay, the next game we're testing is Rust, and I have everything set to low for the time being just to see how the game actually performs in low settings. So right now we're at 90 FPS plus, which is I love to see. Now keep in mind, Rust is a CPU bound game more than it is a GPU bound game. So it really depends on like your CPU GPU combo and how much FPS you'll actually get. But if you can get more than 60, that's a good sign. Like this is pretty good, I'll quickly say. I was hoping for a little bit more, like 120, because that'd been like awesome. But still, this is pretty nice, and the game looks not too bad either. My sense is absolutely absurd right now, because like I just set this PC and I like never mess with anything else. So I'll have to refix and like the settings and stuff later. How do you open this again? Oh, thank God I have the censorship on. I gotta fix that though. Just imagine if I get banned with Twitch off that. That'd be hilarious. Be like, oh yeah, I forgot to toggle the censorship for Rust. FPS is pretty consistent. I'd say like 80 to 90. I'd say. So we'll try next. We'll try high settings. Okay, it's taking a second to render, but with high settings, we're no longer hitting around 80 to 90 FPS consistently. We're having like a 1% lows around like 70-ish, but we're still hitting 100 here and there. The game looks really nice, so I'll quickly say that. It's a bit stuttery though, to say the very least. Like those 1% lows are definitely hurting, but this is definitely more than playable. So next game we're testing is Marvel Rivals. I have it set to low for time being, see how much FPS we'll get. Then we'll switch to high afterward. Of course, I had to disable VSync because for some reason it was not disabled, even though I disabled it, I thought originally. Maybe it's because I was messing with the settings earlier. Fix it. But right now hitting around 170 on fights, nearing 240 almost at times, which is pretty good on those settings, which is to be expected. Oh, I gotta back up.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Oh, got one. Got a kill. Nice. Problem is I don't have any heals right now. It's like so hard to find heals in this game. My Jeff just died. So what we'll do now is just switch it to high settings to see how much FPS we get. Dude, I'm doing like no damage to this chick, bro. I'm like, I'm doing nothing with Iron Man, bro. Like I know it's gonna perform bad, but this is a whole level to it. I guess everyone finally got good at Marvel Rivals, and I was just kind of working with what I got, but yeah. I'm gonna list kill Iron Fist before I get off. It was around like 160 to like 150, which is not bad, but it wasn't like anything too insane for Marvel Rivals. It was still really good. Okay, the next game we're testing is the finals. Now I have everything set to low for the time being with static for the RTX for the time being just to see how it performs. So far the FPS is pretty good for the finals. You want to usually have around 120 to have like actually a playable game with this one. So we're right now around over 170 on the 1% lows. And seeming up to 200 on our highs, which is awesome. I've not played this game for a minute. Also, this is a new map to me, so I have no idea what's going on. Oh, he's invisible. I forgot you can go invisible in this game, bro. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try high settings now and just see how this actually performs, because I'm kind of curious to see how it does. That's definitely way better. And the game still looks really good even without ray tracing. Okay, nothing else. Hipfire seems to play the play. Here we got it. Dude, I can't do anything right there. The gun just did no damage, and my teammate's just not there when I needed them. They were both right there. Okay, we got it. We got the cash out.
The big splash.
No, 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 I messed up. I threw no. I was supposed to cash out last second. I messed up with the zip. Okay, so next game we're testing is Overwatch. Now I have the FOV maxed out. I have unlimited FPS. Unless they switched it, it went automatic again. I'm not sure why it does that. But what we're gonna do is have everything set to low for the time being first to see how much FPS we can physically get from this game. And they also added a map queuing system thing now in the game, which I was told by a viewer that they did add this. I just never really played Overwatch in a while, so yeah. Dude, we're getting like an insane amount of FPS indoors. But then when we go outside, it drops drastically. I'm not sure what they're doing. He's throwing. I repeat. I was gonna push him back with that, but it didn't work. Oh, I'm dead here. I'm dead. Oh, yeah. I wasn't getting out of that. Okay, so the FPS for Overwatch is feeling pretty good. 400 plus consistently. The 1% lows were a little bit weird for wonky for a second there, but that feels awesome. So what we're going to do next is do Ultra on it. Usually I do high, but we're just going to do Ultra for the time being. So let's see how much we give Ultra now. So around like 300 plus. And you got, I don't know who that is. This new character? That's not Barrow, that's for sure. Oh, I'm not with my teammates. How am I supposed to hit this person? Now, unfortunately, we're not getting like 400 FPS. We're still getting like a stupid amount, like 300 plus on this game's awesome on Ultra. So let's go over my final thoughts now on the Ryzen 5 96X with the RTX 5060. Now, I want to get this quickly out of the way and say I'm kind of surprised with the results from this actual testing. Like, I was very much impressed in how this CPU GPU combo did. On 1080p low, we were averaging around over 300 FPS in most games consistently. Besides like Rust and a few other games where we only get like 100 FPS. But even then, those games are more CPU bound than GPU bound. But the other games like Apex Legends, actually CSGO, Overwatch, and probably Valorant. I didn't test Valorant, but I would say Valorant would probably be similar results to CSGO. Yeah, we got a stupid amount of FPS, which is actually crazy to think about. So this GPU is really good if you're planning to like get a budget GPU and actually get the most FPS possible by playing comp. But that's where it kind of falls off after that, because keep in mind, this GPU only has 8 GB of VRAM compared to some of the other GPUs you can buy on the market, like the 9060 XT, where you can buy it for the same amount of price, and White 2 for 16 GB of VRAM. Yeah, it can do better in 1440p and higher resolutions, because once we crank this GPU, the 1080p high settings or even ultra, it lost a lot of FPS in some of the titles. Now, some titles were exception, like Overwatch was a great example, Apex Legends, but those are older games, so I'm not surprised that it does get a stupid amount of FPS in those games. My tongue just twisted so hard right there. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm kind of conflicted about this GPU. Like, I'm really happy with the 1080p low results, but I'm kind of disappointed on the 1080p high results because we're only getting sometimes around 100 FPS to 140 at times. So yeah, if you are planning to build this GPU CPU combo for this actual PC build here for $1,000, you can go with the RTX 5060 8GB model. But at the end of the day, I do feel like there's other GPUs on the market currently that you can buy in the third-hand market, or maybe other GPUs from AMD that might just perform significantly better and will last you way longer, like the 9060 XT 16GB model, for example, here, which I plan to have another video coming out later here, which will combine this Ryzen 5 96X with the 9060 XT to see how good it actually performs together, that CPU GPU combo. So you don't want to miss out on that video, definitely get subscribed. But yeah, let me know your guys' honest thoughts below about this actual CPU GPU combo. Would you build with it, or do you think you're going to skip out on it and go for something else? Be curious to see what you guys say. Enjoy my video here today though. If you found it helpful, make sure to smash the like button, and I'll see you guys for one Tech Rant.